What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, I had a special request that we're finna check out from Jovies home here, where Dutch court sends epic messages to U.S. companies. Sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting, of course. So we finna see what this about. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, send down those recommendations, and let's see what the Dutch has to send to the U.S. companies.
Thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. Normally when I show you my Ana Luisa pieces, I like to show them kind of fresh out of the box. But unfortunately this month I can't, because now that my daughter is also wearing their jewelry, literally the moment that the package arrives, we have to open it. And honestly, I was just as excited this month. Just look at how exquisite these earrings are. I've been wearing them non-stop and they are so lightweight and so comfortable, nice. And yet the quality is top-notch. I love how they make a statement without weighing down my earlobes. Sometimes when I wear big earrings, I can't wait to get home and take them out, you know? But last night I even fell asleep with these in because I forgot that they were there. Now, of course, my daughter immediately also put in her new earrings. She loved the delicate pop of color on these, and she said that she feels like a princess when she wears them.
Nice.
So if
Ana
you want
Luisa.
to make someone in your life feel like a princess or a prince, and you want to support a brand that is committed to creating sustainable, ethical jewelry,
I'm gonna need a chain.
Then check out Ana Luisa.
See if they got a chain.
Their sustainable jewelry starts at just $39, and they offer fast shipping all over the world. And if you use my code, you'll get an extra 10% off.
Nice.
Make sure you check the link in the description box below and in the pinned comment, because when you support our sponsors, you're also supporting our channel.
Nice.
This year, Ana Luisa is even part of my Halloween costume.
Hey.
We're having a big party at work, and I'm going as a butterfly.
Not a butterfly.
Look how cute these earrings are. I have a butterfly headband, butterfly earrings, butterfly wings. Very cute.
I feel like, I think nowadays you can get a costume as anything, pretty much. I think they got everything, anything for everything. But I last year I wanted to go as PB&J, but hey, nobody wants to be bred these days.
So thank you once again to Ana Luisa, and now onto today's video. Hi, welcome to Jovies home. I have to start off with crediting the NL Times, which is a website here where we can get news in English, because this is where I read the story. Today, I want to talk about what happens when Americans try to mess with Dutch employees and the smackdown that ensues.
The WWE smackdown.
If that sounds good to you, why don't you come on in, kick off your shoes and stay a while. I'm really glad you're here. An American company that opened up an office in the Netherlands and hired a Dutch employee. So this Dutch employee was working in an American company, but under Dutch employment law, because that's how it works. Right. So yeah, are we all on the same page? Good. This employee did something that the American company didn't like, and then they fired him.
Oh.
But the employee went in and said, that's not really how it works, guys. So he sued them in Dutch courts.
Dang.
And let me tell you what happened. So this person, I'm going to...
Before she tell it, I remember seeing some videos. What was it? It was either working in Sweden or just working in Europe in general. And they said, like, you have to have a real good reason to fire somebody in Europe in general. Like, I know here in the States, they'll fire you for nothing, basically. But I heard you really have to have a good reason just to fire somebody.
And let me tell you what happened. So this person, I'm going to just refer to the notes a little bit. So this employee began working for this company called Cheat You. Funny name now. Cheat You. Yeah. Cheat You. They started working for this company in January of 2019. And they had a real good salary. Look at that. He was earning over 70,000 euros a year, which is really good for the Netherlands. And so he was working for this company for over a year and a half. One day, he was ordered to take part in a virtual training called the Corrective Action Program. And during this training, he was required to remain logged in and with his camera on for the entire workday.
What?
this employee said, hey, that interferes with my right to privacy. There's
Facts.
no reason that I need to have my video camera on the whole day so that you can just monitor me. It was not for any other reason other than
That's some
monitoring and
weirdo
making sure that that
behavior.
person was there, that they were required to have this camera on. Not that they were like speaking at an event or something where, yeah, obviously then you make sense, but it was really just for monitoring for the entire workday. This
What?
person sent an email back saying, listen, I just don't feel comfortable with having to participate like that. I don't feel comfortable with my camera being on the whole day. Um, and it's an invasion of my privacy and I don't want to do it. So I'm happy to join your training without having my camera
Right.
on the whole time. After he sent in that email, he was informed that he was terminated effective immediately.
Just for telling them he don't want to turn his camera. What in the world? And I feel like, especially in 2020 when COVID first was kicking off, everybody had to go remote. Uh, it was so much going. I think that whole year, we did everything, anything on Zoom. Got When I tell you, there were some days I didn't even want to be on camera. Like, there were some days I knew I was working in bed, looking rough. Like, how do you keep it on the whole day? Not the work day, the whole day. Like, just watching somebody. Like, what are you trying to be, a security camera?
For insubordination and refusing to work.
That's crazy.
That doesn't sound like that to me. Does it sound like that to you?
Not
That
at
he
all.
didn't want to work?
Not at
Like,
all.
really, like bullshit. No, he just didn't want his camera on the whole time.
That's
But
crazy.
the American company did not see it like that. They see that as insubordination because if you don't do
I
what they
started learning about insubordination probably when I was in high school or college. I was like, at this point, they call every and anything insubordination. Like, oh, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Well, you're not following the rules. Just because I don't feel comfortable doing something, that's crazy.
they say, when they say it, if you dare to complain, that's what happens. You lose your job. And but that's
That's
aside from
wild.
that.
That is wild.
So then what happened? So this employee or former employee took his case to a Dutch court and they said, hey, I've been wrongfully terminated. I should not have been fired for this. This is not fair. It's not okay. And can you help me? The court looked at it and they agreed that the termination was not lawful
Mm,
and that the employer had not given sufficient enough reasons why this person was fired and or why it was actually required that they have their camera on the whole time.
right.
Let me just read to you what the court said. The employer has not made it clear enough about the reasons for the dismissal. Moreover, there has been no evidence of a refusal to work,
Facts.
nor was there a reasonable instruction. Instructions to leave the camera on is contrary to the employee's right to respect for his private
Facts.
life. And this, my friends, is one of the things that I constantly try to talk about in my videos. There is in the States, it's the employers, the companies, these non-human entities
Mm-hmm.
that have more rights than individual people.
This is fast because, like I said, and even the job I worked, like, we had to make sure we had our cameras on at all times. You know, especially in training. Like, we are in training basically for 8 hours. Who wants to just be in front of a camera looking for 8 hours? Like, come on now. I might need to walk away and go get a snack or something. I might need to walk away and go take a walk or something. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then that was
Working in them.
like, I know I look at this camera every day to do reactions, but most of the time I'm watching videos and stuff. But just look at a camera and hear some blah blah most of the time. No, no. That's why it sucks. It sucks because just think, he fought his case. It's probably thousands of people that probably didn't even fight their case back. Probably didn't know what to do to fight it back because they were unwrongfully fired. That's crazy. It's crazy.
And that's mind blowing to me. So In Europe, or in the Netherlands, but in Europe, it's the people who have more rights than the companies, because it's the people who are more important and make up the
Exactly.
workforce of those companies.
Yep.
So this is just such a good illustration of the difference in the American way, where it's like, no, 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 it's whatever the company says. It's everything is about the money and the bottom line, and we want to make sure that we can see you working.
Crazy.
And in Europe, it's like, actually, no, your right to a private life and to your privacy
Right.
is actually more important than some random instruction from your company saying that they find it important that you are just on your webcam so that they can monitor you. The Dutch court even actually
Wow.
cited the European Convention on Human Rights. In Article 8 says that strict conditions are put in place when it comes to observing employees. And you cannot expect that the way that you can observe your employees who are on site in a workplace where you can physically see
Mm-hmm.
them, you cannot expect that to be the same thing when they're in their own
Yeah,
homes
that's
and working
true.
from
That's
home.
true.
And it's just unreasonable. So they were just like, nope, sorry, no. My favorite part of this case, my absolute favorite part, is what the employee that was wrongfully terminated got. Let's go through that, okay? And I'm sorry that I'm
Uh-oh.
not looking at you, I'm looking at this, but I just want to get the numbers right. So, Cheat You was ordered to pay to this employee 2,700 euros in unpaid salary,
Dang.
8,375 euros for wrongful termination,
Oh my God.
9,500 euros in worker transition assistance,
Dang.
and 50,000 euros in additional compensation. On top of that,
I wouldn't even work for the rest of the year. Be like, let me get this and that's
the
it.
company had to pay the dismissed worker for 23 vacation days that they didn't get to take, and
Dang.
also the 8% statutory holiday allowance, and then possibly even an extra fine because they didn't give him a pay slip in August.
Dang.
Oh, and then Chichu also had to pay for the court costs, which was 585
Oh
euros.
my God.
Can we? I just need a round of applause for that one.
See what happens when you just do. Like whoever fired him that day, whoever that manager, supervisor, owner was, shame on you. Cause look what it cost you. Just firing somebody just because they didn't want to have their camera on. Now they cost you, shoot, almost over 100, almost two or over 100,000 euros. Is it worth it?
It
That's
just
crazy.
feels so sweet that you can have one employee that can go up against an American
I
company
bet they
and be
changed
like,
them
this
laws.
isn't right. And to have the
I bet they changed everything. I bet they changed their little laws and their little policy books now. After this one, they definitely finna change the policies.
entire Dutch legal system stand behind them and say, you, one employee, are right. And
Yep,
that is
that's
just
good.
love it. In the end, this company actually closed. It withdrew its registration from the Dutch Chamber of Commerce, and it is no longer
Dang.
having an office here. However, that does not mean that that employee who was wrongfully terminated for BS reasons cannot collect. So hopefully he will get his money.
On
And I hope
everything.
that that will be a lesson to other American
That's
companies that think that they can
on everything.
come in here and impose unreasonable and unfair requests
Pretty much, they trying to. They think they can bring those American policies to other countries. You can't do that. Don't
of
work
their
that way.
employees, because here, that's not how it goes. So I want to know, what do you guys think? What do you think of this story? Have you
Yeah,
read it? Did you
I'm
see
definitely
that in the
happy he got his
news?
money.
Do you agree? Do you agree with the do you agree with the outcome of the case? Are you on Team Netherlands or Team USA on this one? What do you think? Please let me know below. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Doei!
No, this was good. Make sure I'm okay. Make sure I'm subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm definitely Team Netherlands over here. I'm Team Netherlands. Yeah, he was wrongfully accused, not wrongfully accused, but he was wrongfully terminated. That was obvious. Because I didn't want to have my camera on, you're going to fire me. And now you owe me more than you were paying me in a year. Now you need to give me that moolah now. But now I hope he get his money. I hope he get his money. Like I said, just imagine, like, I've seen people and witnessed people get fired for crazy reasons here in the States. I've seen people not do the right thing all the time and not do what they supposed to be doing most. And they be hanging on and they still be having their job. Because like, most times, some people just don't get caught. But no, pay that man. Pay that man what y'all owe him. For sure. Like, that's crazy. But like she mentioned, I definitely agree. It should be more about the employees having more rights than the employer. Because without the employees, this occupation or this business cannot function. This business is not going to be able to run. That's like if I go to Walmart and only see one employee, it's going to be some angry customers. There's going to be some very angry customers up in there, you know. But I'm definitely Team Netherlands on this one because that's just stupid. And then it didn't cost you money and it costs you opportunity. So, but appreciate it to whoever sent me this. I don't know who sent me this one. This was definitely something like, yeah, you just can't go somewhere and think you finna run the place, you know. But I enjoyed this. This was actually a good story. This was a real good story. So, but that's all I have for this video. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, send down those recommendations, and y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.